All right. So more on conjunctions and disjunctions. So disjunctions like a disjoint graph, okay? They're not connected. Conjunction is a connected graph. I like to call them and graphs and or graphs. So conjunction is an and graph. Your equation looks like this, or your inequality looks like this. So you're going to have an open circle on 4 and an open circle somewhere over here on 14. You should have better number lines than this, but I'm just giving you a little example. And you shade in between, okay? Shade in between. So conjunction means it's an and graph, and you shade in between the numbers. You might have solid circles or closed circles depending on your inequality signs, okay? But these less than, so 4 is less than the number, but the number is less than 14. Okay, disjunction is an or graph. So disjunction looks like this. We have a smaller number on this side, closed circle, and it says less than. We have a bigger number over here. So we have an open circle on 1 because there's no line underneath. Shade right. Okay, so just disjoint or disjunction or graphs point out like that. And graphs always connect in the middle. All right. So here we have an and inequality by the setup. Okay. What we want to do is isolate x in the middle. So this has a step here to solve. So it's like we have 3 sides to our equation. So to get x by itself, we do need to add 2. But be careful, because you actually need to add 2 to all 3 sides. So 6 plus 2 is 8. You're going to keep your less than or equal to. Then you have an x in the middle. You're going to keep your less than. And then 7 plus 2 is 9. Your and graphs should always end up with a smaller number here and a bigger number here. Okay, so we have the line underneath, which means we're going to do a closed circle on 8 and an open circle on 9. So our solutions are 8 and any decimal or fraction all the way up to 8.999999999, but not exactly 9. Okay? We got to do an or graph. These have the word or, okay? They're 2 separate inequalities. We have to solve them separately. So this first one has a -1 in the front. And so to solve, we need to divide by that -1 on both sides. And it is very important that we remember this. Some of you guys are forgetting. When I divide by a negative, what do I have to do? Yes. So this becomes less than 3, positive 3. Okay, this one's good to go. X is already by itself. There's no other numbers or negative signs or anything on the other side. So we can just graph that one. So or graphs should look like or graphs when we're done here. Before you graph. So we've got greater than or equal to 7, which means integers shading to the right. And less than 3 means we start at 2. So don't do an open circle on 3. Just start at 2 and shade left with your arrow. Okay?